Today is Monday, April 15th, 2024, and this is the Dunkley Report Sports News. Please like, subscribe, and share so you don't miss any of the latest news. Tiger Woods shot his worst round in a major championship in the third round of the Masters on Saturday. He had 8 bogeys and 2 double bogeys while making just a pair of birdies for a 10-over 82. The only other time Woods had shot in the 80s in a major had been his 80 in the first round of the 2005 U.S. Open at Chambers Bay, and his 81 in the third round of the 2002 British Open at Muirfield. His worst round at Augusta National had been back-to-back 78s in 2022, the last time he played the full weekend. Now, he will play his 100th round at the Masters on Sunday, long before the leaders decide the outcome. Bryson Dechambeau was rubbing his face in the middle of the 18th fairway, his head shaking slowly, as if he couldn't quite believe how quickly his shot at a green jacket had apparently slipped away on the back 9 at Augusta National. Then, with his final swing of the third round, it suddenly seemed possible again. A momentous meltdown sent Dechambeau tumbling down the Masters leaderboard. Then he holed out a 77-yard birdie on the closing hole to finish with a 3/75 that left him 4 strokes behind Scottie Scheffler, heading to the final round. Not a great position to be sure, but a lot better than it could have been. Rory McIlroy's bid to complete a career Grand Slam will have to wait yet another year after the world's second-ranked golfer failed to make a run up the leaderboard on Saturday at the Masters. McIlroy shot 71. That was solid, but not nearly enough to climb into contention ahead of the final round. He said all he can do is his best and to try to do the right thing. But the 77 on Friday did him in. He is 3 over 219 for the tournament, well behind the leaders. All of this means McIlroy will have to spend another year answering questions about when he'll finally win the elusive Masters. The Atlanta Braves say ace Spencer Strider will miss the rest of the season after having surgery to repair the ulnar collateral ligament in his right elbow. Dr. Keith Meister in Arlington, Texas, performed the procedure on Friday. Strider complained about discomfort in his elbow after pitching 4 innings in Atlanta's 6-5 win over Arizona on April 5th. An MRI the next day revealed damage to his UCL. Braves manager Brian Snitker says the team has been looking at replacement options since Strider initially went down, but doesn't have anyone specific in mind yet. Jared Wright and Rieger Lorenz scored second-period goals. Matt Davis had 35 saves, and Denver beat number 1 overall seed Boston College 2-0 to win the 10th national championship in program history. Number 3 seed Denver, 32-9-3, which finished the season on a 9-game win streak, moved past Michigan, 9, for most titles all time. Davis had 23 third-period saves in his third shutout of the season. The Pioneers outscored their opponents 82-39 in the second period this season. Boston College 34-6-1, which set the program's single-season record for wins, had its 15-game win streak snapped, and was shut out for the first time this season. The Arizona Coyotes will likely be sold to Utah Jazz owner Ryan Smith shortly after the team's final game, and will include a provision guaranteeing current owner Alex Meruelo an expansion team if a new arena is built within 5 years, a person with knowledge of the deal told the Associated Press. The $1 billion sale is expected to happen between the Coyotes' final game of the 2023-24 season and the start of the playoffs, barring unforeseen circumstances, the person said on condition of anonymity, because the planned deal has not been announced. The deal will transfer the franchise's hockey operations to Smith, who plans to move the team to Salt Lake City, and Meruelo will move forward with a planned $3 billion project that will include a new arena in Phoenix. The final day of the NBA's regular season should be wild. Oklahoma City, Minnesota, and Denver all have a shot at number 1 in the Western Conference. Every seed from number 2 to number 8 is up for grabs in the Eastern Conference. Sunday's slate, with all 30 teams playing, will see 9 seeds get decided, 3 first-round playoff matchups determined, and 3 play-in matchups set as well. Juan Soto hit a 3-run homer, and Cody Poteet pitched 6 solid innings in his debut for New York, as the Yankees won 8-2 to sweep a doubleheader over the Cleveland Guardians and continue one of the strongest starts in their storied history. New York took the opener 3-2. The Yankees are 12-3 for the 7th time and first since 2003, when they made one of their 40 trips to the World Series. Soto, acquired in an off-season trade from San Diego to put New York back on top, connected in the 4th inning off Tristan McKenzie. Poteet won for the first time since 2021. He didn't pitch in the majors last season after undergoing Tommy John surgery. Alabama fans hungry for a return to national title contention filled Bryant-Denny Stadium for Nick Saban's first spring game. Kalen DeBoer steps into a much different situation 17 years later. DeBoer wrapped up his first spring with the Crimson Tide just a few months into the task of trying to maintain the juggernaut Saban built, while navigating a very different world of NIL and transfer portal. His debut at Bryant-Denny Stadium drew unannounced crowd of 72,358 for an A-Day game that amounts to a carefully managed public scrimmage. The turnout indicates the interest and perhaps anxiety level. Tiger Woods finished the Masters on Sunday with a 16/304, his highest 72-hole score ever in a career that spans 3 decades. All of that hardly mattered to the crowd. The 48-year-old Woods, who is still dealing with the effects of numerous surgeries that have impacted his body and limited his playing time on the PGA Tour, received a huge ovation after he pitched onto the green on number 18 and made par while wearing his traditional Sunday red. Woods went 82-77 on the weekend. Despite the score, Woods called it a good week and said he plans to begin preparing for the other 3 majors, including the PGA Championship in May, the U.S. Open in June, and the British Open in July. Thank you for joining us here at the Dunkley Report Sports News. Don't forget to like and subscribe for the latest breaking stories.